an amazing month through Colombia, literally a dream come true. But now I'm back in California, and my favorite part of the tour, one of my favorite parts, was meeting all these wonderful people. And what better way to immortalize that than to draw their portrait in my sketchbook. So let's take a glance back at my whole tour and all the sketches that I did along the way. First I met up with Juan and Vivi, the guys who invited me out to the tour. We were just hanging out in this apartment, and I decided to start drawing these guys. After that, it was time to start the tour. This is my assistant, Santiago. Really nice guy.
Mucho lluvia. No bueno.
As I waited for the rain to stop, I asked if I could draw his portrait. And this is just a regular old Bic office pen, nothing special.
¿Te gusta? Sí, gracias.
These are my friends Monks and Nandy, the other artists, and they were rained out. They couldn't paint that day. They were snuggled up watching TV back at the hostel, so I took the chance to draw them. Later that night, we were all watching a big football game, and I got the chance to draw a couple of them as we were hanging out. Next up was my second wall in Manizales, and this was an impromptu mural. I didn't really plan out too much. I just sat in front of the wall and came up with a sketch real quick, like you see right here. And in the mornings before we went to the wall, I like to wake up early and try and get some studies and sketching done. So this is a study for that wall right there. I met a really nice girl named Tatiana who was assisting with the murals, and she posed for this portrait here.
Bienvenido a Armenia.
By this point, I was pretty stressed and exhausted from the tour, and I didn't have any ideas for this wall when I first arrived. So I sat in one of the houses and just brainstormed and started sketching. These are my initial sketches for the wall, and as you can see, the final product was very close to these initial thumbnails. So after I was happy with my thumbnails and I had an idea and I was a little less stressed out,
These muchachos are gonna be helping me out.
I got to meet these guys.
This is John, this is Camilo. Muchas gracias.
They were super chill, and I asked if I could draw their portrait while I waited for the bus to come pick me up. After that one, I decided to draw all three of them. Next up is Johan. I try and be as quick as possible, like 5 to 10 minutes to draw these. here's John. This is definitely the best composition of the whole sketchbook. These pages came out really nice. Really great dudes. Super supportive.
Muchas gracias, muchachos.
Back at the hostel, these guys were chilling after a long day of painting. I didn't even change out of my clothes yet, as you can see. Next we got my buddy Sepp. Next we got Farid. Next we got Alfalfa. And then it was off to Cali, the fourth stop on the trip. Here I am drawing my new buddy, Subo. And then it was off to
Bogota after a 12-hour bus ride from Cali to Bogota overnight. I'll meet up with my good friend Javi. Hey, buddy Javi! It's been a crazy, wild adventure through Colombia. I'm glad I got to spend the last few days with my homie.
And of course, I had to draw my buddy Javier.
Listo.
Todo chino,
Gracias, Colombia. And thank you all for watching this series. It's been a blessing and an honor. I can't wait for the next one.